Have you ever wondered why some people seem to get more stuff done than others? It's not necessarily because they're better at time management or better at, skilled naturally at getting things done. The real difference is that they know how to work and make themselves feel good about their work every day. Productivity isn't just about checking off your to do list, it's also about feeling good while you're doing it. Stay tuned, and you'll discover 4 ways to up your productivity while increasing your joy. Hi, I'm Diane LaFoon, and I'm here to help you use your time wisely so you can experience more joy. When was the last time that you felt really good about something you accomplished? Tell us below. Tell us about a time when you accomplished something and you felt so good about it, and tell us the story. For me, it was a few months ago when I was asked to be on a panel for a live stream with other experts who were talking about how to get unstuck in your life, feel more empowered, and create happier, loving relationships. Honestly, I didn't know the panel organizer and I didn't know anybody else on the panel. They had just found me online and I was fearful. I was afraid. I wasn't sure if I could contribute valuable information to this panel. I didn't know how we would interact. It just was something that was very daunting for me. But with the help of a dear friend, my friend Laura, I talked to her about it. And then I talked to, of course, my biggest cheerleader, my mom, and they both encouraged me to say yes. So I did. I said yes. I buried my fear. I felt bold and I shared my perspective. And guess what? I ended up enjoying the experience and I can't wait to do it again. It was a very fun experience. So we all want the same thing. We want to enjoy our work. We want to feel fulfilled in what we do every day, even if it's our chores at home. If we're homemakers, we want to enjoy everything about the things that we have to do, the tasks that are on our list. But most of us don't know how to make that happen. And that's where what I've been talking about, the gift method, comes in. It will show you exactly how to be more productive, which can lead directly to more joy and more fulfillment in your life. Stick with me and discover how being productive leads directly to more joy and more fulfillment. We all have days where productivity or accomplishing tasks is a challenge. It's difficult. It's not, we're not as high, and involved as we'd like to be. However, here are some tips that you can use to help motivate yourself throughout the day and help train your brain to feel enjoyment when you're being productive. So first, consider your emotions. It's important to take note and think about how you feel when you complete a task. This will help motivate you for the new tasks, the next goals that you've got in mind. So if you complete a task and you think to yourself, oh, you're not that happy about it, it didn't give you joy, it didn't bring you a good feeling, then it may indicate that you need to change something about your method, something about the way you approached it. You need to make a change somehow. So when you're doing things, it's easy to get caught up in all these checks off the to-do list and all these tasks and projects and forget about what we're really working towards. So it's essential to take a pause when you do check something off your list, when you do complete a project or a task, and think about it and look back on it and tell yourself, hey, that felt pretty good. Or maybe I need to make some changes so it will feel good next time. So take your emotions into consideration when you're completing your task. Next, help separate your downtime from productive time by creating little rituals in your life. Teach your brain, hey, this means I'm going to work. Little simple behaviors that can indicate whether it's playtime or work time or family time or whatever. Some people, they'll dress nicely and make sure they put on their earrings and their jewelry and their lipstick and everything in order to prepare for a meeting so that they feel more businesslike. Or some people may want to put on their pajama pants when it's going to be game time with the family, just to kind of have a ritual or a trigger so you know exactly, your brain knows what's coming. For me, I have a few little rituals and I use essential oils with them because essential oils trigger the brain in a magnificent way. You can Google, or look up essential oils in the brain, and it's just amazing how they work together. So for example, before I head out to exercise, I dress for whatever the weather holds, and then I put on my watch to track my workout. And then right next to my watch, I have a essential oil inhaler that has peppermint essential oil in it, and I'll inhale that peppermint essential oil before I head out the door. And that's another thing you should research. Research the benefits of peppermint essential oil and exercise. It's pretty cool info. So I use other essential oils for different triggers throughout my day. For example, when I'm headed to work in the morning, I use Highest Potential, which is a wonderful blend of essential oils. In the evening, when I'm trying to wind down and tell my body and my brain that it's time to relax and forget the day behind you, then I use a blend called Peace and Calming. And then when I know I'm going to sleep, there's there's an oil that goes in my diffuser by my bed every single night, and that is lavender essential oil. Sometimes I add other oils to it, but lavender tells me it's time for sleep. It's amazing how our brains respond to aromas. And so essential oils are a great way to set up those triggers to let yourself know when it's going to be work time. For me, that's Highest Potential, that blend of oils, or playtime or relaxing time. Next, you want to take careful notice of how you talk to yourself, how you speak to yourself. It's crucial to consider what your self-talk is. What is your mind saying to you when you accomplish a task or a project? Because it sets the tone for your future. Positive self-talk is far more productive for your future, for setting you up for success than negative self-talk. There's lots of research on athletes and students that show repeating positive affirmations and encouraging sentiments to yourself in times of stress, in times of pressure, is actually, it's got a great positive impact on your performance and on your self-esteem. With positive self-talk, you can encourage, inspire, and push yourself towards great progress by acting in as your very own coach kind of thing. Now, I have to be honest, repeating affirmations hasn't always been a comfortable thing for me. In fact, I'm just getting into it. It feels odd, but the research is there. The research is very clear that when you do repeat positive affirmations to yourself, then it does actually exponentially help you to be more productive and have more self-esteem. What occurred to me is what scripture says in Philippians 4, verse 8. It says, "Finally, brothers, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there's anything of excellence, if there's anything worthy of praise, think about these things." So these are positive affirmations, correct? In anxious situations, I've thought about it, and I'll often repeat a Bible verse that I've got memorized or a worship song to myself. I find it very encouraging and comforting. So how is that any different than repeating positive affirmations? I don't see a difference, but I do caution you to stay away and stay clear of affirmations that are completely self-gratifying or self-centered. You want to make these positive self-talks, these positive affirmations. You want to glorify the Lord when you say these things, and you also want to encourage yourself without becoming self-centered about it. Studies show over and over again how powerful our minds are, and negative, self-deprecating thoughts tend to keep getting bigger and bigger and just a snowball effect. They ultimately become your default through that process. So try this. Every time a negative thought comes across your mind, challenge it and convert it into a positive and encouraging one instead. Make this a practice until it becomes a part of everyday life. Next time you hear yourself saying, "Oh, I'm never going to finish this project," say to yourself, "Why not? If I give it my best and I complete each task one at a time, I can finish this project by the end of the week." It's a simple, gradual process that you just switch your negative into the positive, and soon your brain will follow. And it can improve how you talk to yourself and transform your mindset. So consider your emotions, give yourself some rituals and triggers along the way. And then positive self-talk is a great option as well. And then finally, you've got to have a plan and stick to it. Creating a plan and sticking to your plan will boost your confidence when it comes to getting things done. I'm a huge fan of planning. In fact, I probably overplan. I like to use Google Calendar. I use an app called Trello. I have simple to-do lists that I have on spreadsheets. And I have all these kind of intertwined to keep myself on task. They talk to each other. It's really actually pretty cool. So when you have a strategic plan, it helps you to be more productive and feel accomplished at the end of the day. Honestly, it helps me sleep better at night knowing that I'm working towards something and getting things checked off my list one by one. A plan can help guide your productivity by providing smaller, simpler steps to accomplish bigger goals. Productivity isn't just about getting things done, but it's also about feeling good while you're doing them. There's a link between feeling good about our work, whether at home or in the workplace, and being productive. Productivity is typically thought of something that just involves pushing yourself and meeting goals and getting stuff done, checking things off, which can sometimes not feel so good. But when you're efficient at work and you reflect on it and you know it can make you feel better overall, it gives you the ability to choose joy. It gives you that extra boost. It's estimated that most people spend around a third of our lives, 1/3 of our lives at work. So if we want to be happy for as long as possible and as much time as possible, it just is logical to optimize our time at work so when we get these things done, we are enjoying it and feeling good about it. Would you like to discover the secrets to getting more accomplished so you have more time each day? I have talked about the gift method masterclass that's coming up tomorrow, and I would like to give you a personal information. The gift method class is at 1 p.m. Wednesday, September 15th, tomorrow, and I'm hosting that to give you an option to find hidden time and create more joy every single day. I will put a link in the comments below, but also you can go to this address here and find a way to save your spot, because you have to save your spot in order to get notified and get a link to come to this masterclass. It's a free masterclass. It's a one-time only live event, and you can save your spot by going to this link. We're going to talk about how creating a blueprint for your life will help you define the direction that you want your life to take. We'll talk about ways to establish a strategy for getting focused on living your best life now instead of waiting for the hectic schedule to pass you by. We'll talk about how to fuel your body with a strategy to fall asleep and stay asleep through the night so you can have a more productive tomorrow. And we'll talk about how to make a time management plan that will allow you to accomplish more while reducing stress, so you have more time to spend with family, friends, and doing the things you love. I sure hope you will join me for my free masterclass, The Gift Method, tomorrow. Well, you will discover what it's taken me years to figure out myself. It's called The Gift Method, and it's been essential to giving me the gift of time so that I can choose joy every single day.